Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and good. So in previous class we have studied about antibiotics. So there I forgot to mention one point. Penicillin is the commonly known antibiotic. Okay, and penicillin we obtain penicillin from from fungus known as Penicillium notatum. This is the fungus. From this fungus we can extract penicillin. And who discovered that one? Alexander Fleming. Okay, Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin. Yeah, please make a note of this one. Yeah, today now we are going to discuss about vaccine. Okay, so vaccine, it is a very commonly known word, right? And in your childhood also you must have taken polio drops. Okay, I think you must have remembered that one. Yeah, how actually anti your vaccine works, I'll tell you. Yeah, assume that your body is attacked by some microorganism, some disease causing organism. Okay, so what will happen? So the whenever any microorganism enter into our body, our immune system produce antibodies to fight against microorganisms, to fight against the disease causing microorganisms. Okay, so they will fight against and they will completely kill the microorganisms. And at the same time your immune system remembers the type of the disease causing organism which enters into our body. Okay, so next time if the same microorganisms enters into our body, then our immune system reacts very fastly and kill all the disease causing organisms. Okay, all the disease causing microorganisms. So so what uh, so what it, uh, so this is the concept, basic concept behind the working of the vaccine. You see, in vaccine what they will do, vaccination in vaccine, how they prepare vaccine, they take the microorganism, disease causing microorganism. Okay, that means they take very weak microorganism. So so they will introduce that one into our body. So whenever the weak disease causing organisms enter into our body, our immune system recognize that one. Okay, so immediately it will produce antibodies. I told you, right? Antibodies. Okay, and it will kill the weak microorganisms. Okay, yeah. So next time if the strong microorganisms also enter into our body, at that time vaccine remember our immune system remembers the type of the microorganism, right? So immediately it will response very quickly, and it produces antibodies in a large scale, and it entirely kills the disease causing microorganisms which enters into our body. Okay, so your vaccine also has the weak microorganisms inside in it. So whenever you take vaccine, your immune system remembers immune system remembers the microorganism. So next time if it attacks, it will kill the microorganisms within a no time. Okay, if see your polio is caused by virus, that means your polio vaccine has weak polio causing microorganism, that is weak virus, that means very weak virus. Okay, so remember this one. And also polio, we take polio vaccine through our mouth, that is so we call polio vaccine as an oral vaccination method. Okay, we take vaccine through oral, it is through oral method, this is known as oral vaccination. Yeah, there are some vaccines which takes through injection also. Okay, yeah. Another use of microorganisms, some microorganisms like some bacteria and some algae, they increase the soil fertility. How? They fix the nitrogen present in the atmosphere. Okay, and fixes the nitrogen into the soil. Whenever the nitrogen quantity in the soil increases, the plants gives better yield. Okay, so we call these microorganisms are known as biological nitrogen fixers, because it is fixing the nitrogen into the soil. So what is the name of the bacteria? You must have studied in your previous class. That is nothing but our rhizobium bacteria. Okay, rhizobium. Yeah, and also some microorganism like fungus. If you take fungus are saprotrophs, that means they depends upon the dead and decay matter. So whenever there is a dead plant and dead animal, what will happen? Some microorganism, like we call them as decomposers. Okay, they feeds on the dead body, and after some time you will not see that one, right? You will not see that one. That means it will completely disappear from the soil, and it also increases the soil fertility, and it also helps to clean up the environment also. Okay, so in this way microorganisms are helpful. Yeah, there are some harmful microorganisms also. Yeah, if you see so many microorganisms are very harmful to human beings, plants and animals. So we call that one. That means they cause diseases. Such disease causing microorganisms are known as pathogens. Okay, pathogens. Okay, pathogens, that means the disease causing microorganisms enter into our body through the air, water and food, and it also transmitted by direct contact. See, now coronavirus also transmits through direct contact and also through the air also. Okay, and it also microorganisms can spread from infected person to the healthy person. Okay, so the person through air, water, food or physical contact. So we call such diseases as communicable diseases. That means through physical touch or air or water. That means it is spreading from infected person to the healthy person. So we call COVID-19 as a communicable disease, but because it is transmitting from infected person to the healthy person through air and physical contact. Okay, see, there are some examples for the disease causing microorganisms. There are cholera, common cold, chicken pox and TB, that is tuberculosis. And if you observe cold, or whenever a person suffering from common cold, whenever he sneezes, you can observe some water droplets, some mucus also comes out from the body, right? So that mucus has that water droplets carries thousands of viruses, and they enter into the air. Whenever a healthy person breathe that one, he will also catch the cold. So you might have observed, right? Whenever your friend catches cold, and in the school, in the next after 2 or 3 days, you will also suffer from cold, right? How? Because it may spread through the air also. Yeah, and also these harmful microorganisms, these pathogens transmits. There are some transmit from from infected person to the healthy person through some carriers also. Okay, those carriers may be insects or animals. Okay, if you see housefly, what houseflies do? Houseflies always sits on animal excreta and garbage. So it is a very this garbage and animal excreta is a very good source for pathogens. So what they will do? They will stick to the body of the body of the housefly. And what next housefly will do? Housefly enter into our home and they sit on our food particles also, food materials. So whenever they sit on the food materials, our pathogens present on the body of housefly enters into our food. So whoever eat that food will catch that disease. Okay, and mosquitoes. I told you mosquito is a temporary parasite. They depends upon the human blood. Okay, how do you know why they feeds on human blood? They need human blood for laying eggs. Okay, without human blood they can't. Without vertebrate blood they cannot lay eggs. Okay, and if you see mosquitoes, like there are some types of mosquitoes out there. See, female anopheles mosquito carries malarial parasite. Okay, malarial parasite, it is also a protozoan. Malarial parasite is a protozoan, just like your amoeba and paramecium. Next is female Aedes mosquito carries dengue virus. Suppose if any female Aedes mosquito carries dengue virus, if that mosquito bites any person, that person will definitely suffer from dengue fever. Okay, and also mosquitoes lay eggs in water, okay, in stagnant water. So that's why you should be very very careful in near to your surroundings. You should not let the water to collect anywhere. Okay, you should clean your surroundings very properly in order to avoid the grow of insects or any mosquitoes nearby your homes. Yeah, and see these are the some, this is a tabular column showing the common human diseases caused by microorganisms. Okay, I told that microorganisms causes diseases in human being, animals, and also in plants. Okay, this table is very very important. You should copy the same table in your notebook. And in this table is a this table is a very good is a very good source for questions. Okay, in from this table you will get definitely a maximum number of questions, especially in objective type question. See, suppose I will ask you one question. Measles, the mode of transmission of measles is, you should write air. Okay, okay, and I will ask you typhoid is caused by, cholera is caused by bacteria. You should know that one. And I will ask you multiple question like identify the identify the bacterial diseases. Okay, I will give cholera, typhoid, virus, and malaria. So in that one, cholera and typhoid are bacterial diseases. Okay, okay, students, that's all for today. Please note down this homework. And this is a mission Indradhanush. Mission Indradhanush is a prestigious mission launched by the government of India. So you have to write what is Indradhanush, mission Indradhanush, and goal of the Indradhanush, and the logo of the Indradhanush in your, you have to stick the logo of the Indradhanush in your classwork. Okay, okay, students, that's all for today. Thank you so much and have a nice day.